What's going on, Arizona sports fan family? Nah, that doesn't sound right. What's going on, Arizona sports fan family? Appreciate you guys for tuning in. The Arizona Cardinals are in the news yet again, and we got a lot to talk about today, ladies and gentlemen, pertaining to the Arizona Cardinals and what's going to happen with the future of Kliff Kingsbury. Let's dive right into it, everybody. Roll that intro. Alright everybody, welcome back in. Now before we get started, definitely do me one huge favor, smack the like button on this video and subscribe for more Arizona Cardinals content. We are on the road to 11K and I can't do it without you guys. Also follow me on all my social platforms. Everything is going to be in the description of this video. And yes, I do have a TikTok now. Don't at me everybody, but everything, a nice clickable link will be at the bottom of the description of this video. Alright everybody, let's dive right into this whole situation. The latest tweet and the latest report that came out was from Josh Weinfuss of ESPN, and it reads, "Are the Cardinals nearing the end of the road with Kliff Kingsbury? In quotes, this is not sustainable," a source said. At Jeremy Fowler of ESPN and I went inside the Cardinals' turbulent season to find out what's wrong and what's next for Kingsbury and Arizona. Now, if you really take a look into this here, looking at the article, looking at other stuff out there, there's now reports kind of coming out saying that Kliff Kingsbury and Kyler Murray didn't have the kumbaya relationship that a lot of people thought that they had. Now, I mean, a lot of people, not including me, I knew with my own eyes, not seeing a report, that they had differences, right? I'm not saying out here that they don't like each other personally. I just think that they have different paths of trying to get success, and I don't think that they both follow each other's paths. Now, is that the main reason why this season has become a crapshoot? No. Is injuries the main reason why, this season has become a crapshoot? No. But these are little things that has kind of transpired to become what is the 2022 Arizona Cardinals. It's just an absolute crapshoot of a season right now. Now, in this article, there's some really good stuff pertaining to, is Kliff Kingsbury coming back? Is he not coming back? There's also something out there saying that Kliff Kingsbury might be leaving, like walking away from, the Arizona Cardinals at the end of the season because he doesn't feel supported. Steve Keim really didn't do a lot in this offseason, and that's something that we've talked about, before the season even started, that why did Steve Keim just not do anything? Why are we feeling complacent because we're an 11-win team? It almost kind of felt like that's where we peaked and that's where we're going to, kind of have our best success because we're bringing back a lot of the key pieces. And truthfully, Steve Keim did set out, Kliff Kingsbury out for, just absolute disaster, and because of all these injuries, we didn't have a lot of depth, and that is on Steve Keim. And I think that Kliff Kingsbury might somehow deep down feel that way, where he's not supported, he's not getting the right people, the right pieces out here to win games. There actually might be some truth to that here. Steve Keim didn't do anything this offseason that was really good. So here we are, right? Now we're starting to kind of consider, are we going to be a top 5 pick in the 2023 draft? That's kind of remained to be seen. But let's kind of still talk about Kliff Kingsbury and what's been happening. Kliff Kingsbury, obviously right now in his tenure with the Arizona Cardinals, is an absolutely losing record in the 4 years right now. It's not even close to being a 500 team because of what's happened in this year. So I think it's kind of cooked at this very moment, right? I think there's some sources out there saying that Kliff Kingsbury might kind of walk out in his own will. Now, that might be better for Kliff Kingsbury not being fired, but if you really think about it, how dysfunctional are we as an organization with Kliff Kingsbury and Steve Keim both getting extensions before the season started, and now we're talking about possibly firing them. Now, did Michael Bidwill get into both of their ears, right, saying, hey, this is a better look for you guys for the future? Because if Steve Keim truly thinks he's going to get another GM job by getting fired, if somebody does any research on what Steve Keim has done, he's probably never going to get another GM job ever. So let's put him on a medical leave, right? Not a medical leave, but let's put him on a health concern leave, right? Now, is he really sick or not? I don't know him personally. I truly don't. But I mean, it's just really weird. The circumstances are really weird. I'm not into conspiracy theories, but this is one of those that I'm like, I'm not sure if I quite 100% believe it. Now, there's reports coming out saying that we are going to move off of Steve Keim, but as of right now, it is remained to be seen. But if Kliff Kingsbury does, kind of leave in his own ways, it does show the dysfunction of this Arizona Cardinals organization, but it also kind of shows a willingness for him to kind of know when it's cooked, right? at this very moment, I don't think anybody kind of really respects him, what he's doing. I truly don't. Now, Michael Bidwill did come out in the latest Hard Knocks episode, and he said that he was absolutely effing disappointed with the season as much as everybody in the room. And he's also alluded to the fact that he's seeing people and players cut corners, and he knows that that is going to be a big effect going into Sunday's game. And, you know, a lot of people were listening to Michael Bidwill, but it's like, okay, I'm listening, but it's like, everybody's checked out. We are a organization that has really never won anything, and we need to have success. And I don't think that's going to be with Kliff Kingsbury. So, latest report out there saying that Kliff Kingsbury might, and I'm going to go ahead and give you this big emphasis right now, might step away as the coach of the Arizona Cardinals at the end of the season. Now, is this a season that he should possibly get fired? Yeah. Is Steve Keim, possibly getting fired? Yeah, for sure. But we'll see how this all shakes out. Right now, we got 3 games left in the 2022 season. Most Cardinal fans are already thinking about 2023, and I don't blame you guys. Let's see how this is going to go ahead and finish out for the rest of the Cardinal fans and the Cardinals organization. But let's go. Let's keep cheering them on from the TVs, not in the stadium. Thank you guys so very much for tuning in. Have a great rest of your day. And as always, go Cards.